almost 2 years now. So being able to just drop the ball, even in a head-to-head, which they've struggled with in the past, I'll be surprised if they just get rolled like they did on the first map. So I'm hoping for just that edge more for Unique, but I'm still looking at it as being a 2-0 for Singularity.
This is a map pick for the Unique boys, so if there's one way back into this series, they'll be thankful it's this one. Still not going to be a write-off just yet. In for Clax the pistol round, trying to take face in for Singularity. See the entire T-side force pouring out into that mid-default. Seeing 7 individuals, catching off some tags up. And he does find Winter to kick things off. Great kill for Clax. A bit more against Smiley could be very possible for the man, but he falls back away, holds safety in the 5v4.
That's smart just to back off in that sort of situation. CIS doesn't need to aggress. Just start spamming through that smoke. Wait for rotations to come up from Connector, and they're coming quick.
Found the body block. The smoke as Clax flicks onto the head of Smiley. A 5 versus 3 now. Singularity hold their own. And Unique have the bomb down. Can they try and turn this back to an even man standing? They've got a lot of work to do. Two-prong attack in from mid and from the dumpster angle. No one's watching dumpster. Flash in. Fisher going to get caught off Nori, and Dilladaz gets those kills. Sorrow in from long. Fantastic second headshot, but it doesn't convert into any more. And Singularity will find the pistol round.
It just looks like Dust 2 all over again. Sorry, the last one to just do anything. And yeah, he gets a couple of great kills with the clock. Where's the support? Well, it just wasn't there at all. That first pick that come in for Clax, the second flick over to Divider, and then from there, the flash over the top to peek round to that truck position. Everything was so well coordinated for Singularity, and Unique just couldn't get themselves into any sort of post-plant positions to do damage. They will get that bomb down, so they will force it up into the second. They've got to try and find this early conversion, though.
Yeah, rifles brought in for both sides as you would expect here. The Galils for Unique with that bomb plant bonus across 3 individuals. The scout in for Guardian already taking a decent fight onto Duke Fisher, tagging him to 38 points of HP. A big start, of course, for Singularity to get that tag off, trying to force Team Unique to go a bit more slower here.
Now, you wonder how much pace we're really going to see from Unique, because on their Dust 2, it was extremely passive on the T side, and Overpass is one of those maps as well where very difficult to have those quicker plays and those rushes outside of really just the quick V pop out from Monster. Even on this long control, a lot of respect being given up for Singularity. On the A site itself, they're going to rotate a 3rd player up. It's still very passive from them.
Eyes locked on the boost up. Looking towards that mid-control. Guardian doesn't see anything of the T-side line still. We took that one earlier mid-face and just abuses that. The damage being done to Duke Fisher, not converting into a kill just yet. He may end up going down quick as the execution sets in for Team Unique. Singularity just held back by smokes here. 40 seconds to go.
Now they're going to just go for the execution. No lurk play at all. Guardian gets caught off really early, and now they could just continue pushing forward.
All-important frag for Iceman. 30 seconds remain. Dilladaz waiting in the midst of that smoke past the bathrooms, gets faced upon. Burst 5 from Sorry to see him as Smiley gets seized. It's going to be a 5-on-2 advantage for Unique as eventually they turn over that hit into a round.
Yeah, excellent timing from that backstab, really. Well, you say it's a backstab, it's just the T-side on alert, just waiting for any kind of CT to be aggressive, because you look at that position, and Dilladaz, you could see, okay, multiple frags, they're not checking his corner at all, and as that smoke starts to dissipate, they're starting to get that bomb planted on the site itself. Galil comes forward with a kill, and just entries galore coming through for Unique. Singularity, they'll be forcing it up. At least they've got a couple of players saving onto weapons to bring into the next.
One apiece, Singularity getting caught off guard through the Unique execution, a very unique setup at that, and one that's went so swimmingly. Every single duel, one affected by the Galils, and M4 saved in for Sorrow. Bonus weapons in, everything currently going the way of the T-side line, and no lost bonus for Singularity. Of course, they will have to force the issue. Be a very awkward setup by comparison, though.
There've been some good teams on Overpass recently for Unique. Fiend, which was the eye-opener yesterday, 16-13. AGF, you can throw Tricked in there. Ave, that's currently playing in Tropic Up now over on the secondary channel. And 1 win. So there has been some decent victories to come forward. It just comes down to doing it against Singularity today. And well, this is at least the start to being able to put early rounds onto the board, something they struggled with on Dust 2. Oh.
Duke Fisher very, very close. Losing out on that one. The scout involved. Up into that mid-control. Sora now leaning in with the Galils on Smiley. They will pressure here for Iceman to try to push on towards that short presence. It's looking like it might be a B play. The bomb's out towards Monster, and the smoke's coming in very early here. Unique wasting no time. Are wasting the smokes though. 2 and out towards Heaven. Not one towards the bridge position or towards the water or the site itself. Iceman looks in, sees Norway, not ready for Clax to be up close and personal, and he can win 2 fights instead. Try to turn it into a triple, not quite as effective against Winter. One responsive there with 3 versus 3. The bomb can go down again.
We never saw that backstab coming in for the T-Cob position. C's making so much noise to the side deal with the Plunter being able to get traded really quickly, and now it's all down to the Scout.
And Deladez there with the latest trade. Duke Fisher 1 versus 2. Scout needs his head shot, lands a tag. Guardian takes face for it and gets his round together for this team.
That post plant, and at least the crossfire, could have been better for Unique. After so much noise is being made from Seized, they've got a monster player, and the bomb planter, yeah, he gets the bomb down, dies instantly. Why is that trade so late? Why wasn't the peak coming forward? Just not really, I mean, I say not being in the right position at the right time. They kind of were. They just didn't use those positions to peak. It was very passive, very on the back foot. And for Singularity, it just allows them to have so much pace on that retake and just overwhelm.
And regain the lead is Unique. Get into what is technically the first gun round of the game here. On the basis of the force buys, the bomb plant bonus enabling these to come forward. Lots of money flowing in for the T-side line. And again, the lost bonus knocked back for Singularity and for Unique down to singles. Deladez. M4 set out into that mid-control, looking onto the park entrance. Duke Fisher and Iceman could go with the Ghost. Great flash in from Sorrow, though, isolates that opening kill.
A perfect timing on the pop from that flash, and for Singularity, there's no crossfire being set with an aggressive long play, so as soon as the Bathrooms player gets dealt with, there's just nothing that can be found. Unique thinking about starting to regroup, get a bathroom smoke, move back to that T-Cob position, just trying to see if they can hold the CT's run and get them over-rotating to B.
Down range for the AK Sorrow, expecting someone to rotate in from Connector. Smoke on from Clax will suppress them over towards Monster. Great timing on that smoke, because that's where Unique are forming up to. That Connector player is a lurk, but Singularity, they've rotated away from B, so they've stacked up A. The smoke is just a ruse, it's just a distraction to stop them for time.
Unless they get a pick onto Sorrow without being traded, this could be an instant save. They're so far away from a retake position.
Sorrow thinks that mid is clear. There's a chance he'll have his back turn towards the players. Clax, SMG, not the best weapon to get the kill itself. It's sacrificial worthy, but they opt just to go back towards mid and save their weapons. They hear the rotations as well with the T-side line, so Unique should get the bomb plant in. Should get the round together. Singularity, you're right about the 4-man save. Pretty characteristic for a CT side here, but it's been a bit of a back and forth start for them. Bit of a change of pace compared to what Unique were able to concede over on Dust 2. So maybe there could still be a competitive map in this one less.
Oh, it seems that they've been very risky in some of their setups. We saw it on Dust 2. Remember one of those rounds where they just didn't even have a B player for the first 20, 25 seconds? Instead, they went for long control and double boosted up to short. And it's plays like that where they say to themselves, okay, we lost that opening man advantage. Let's make a risk. Let's gamble stack on A. They go B. All right, we'll save. And normally you think, oh, kind of double eco status for a few of the players. Buy's not going to be great. Buy is actually going to look great. They've got 3 M4s and a FAMAS being saved over. Even though the loss bonus is wrecked, Deladez is going to be able to get him M4 himself. So we're just going to go into another rifle round because they saved so many players alive.
And 2-all to the board, Singularity. Again, have a buyback here for round 5 on the basis of the force invest. Deladez going to get another FAMAS in for them. Unique. Straight AKs across the board. Have a slightly better buyer by comparison. Money's all starting to build as well. They lost no casualties in that last round, so we're on a decent float. Decent opportunity. Nades up. Deladez hoping to catch someone out towards that park entrance. Nobody has gone there, though. Guardian starts to extend towards long. Sees one player and just wants to suppress.
Not getting hunted. They're not too aggressive in the matter at all. Otherwise, they could have got decent timing. Singularity now starting to have the crossfire. Guardian and Deladez just working in from the bathrooms itself. A Unique, very, very passive. Now finally starting to get some long control. And they're just waiting for one of the CTs to make a play forward. Oh, C's can get caught off. Oh, that's a huge fight to win. He can even get bomb control.
Grab the AK and opt just to go for that instead. Wait back over at the connector position. He realizes they might have taken mid control. He'll just watch and wait, and if Winter picks that bomb back up and challenges him, loses it, that's going to be definitive bomb control for Singularity. Winter recognises that he's going to have to be a bit more careful. He's checking all his fronts. Even Short's been completely left open by the CT side, so he has no idea where he could get attacked from next. Try to get back in towards Connector, hide in a corner. He's going to try and isolate Duke Fisher, knows that he's there in towards mid-control. He took one engagement, I believe, against Dilladaz earlier. An AK doesn't land the headshot, so Duke Fisher trades to a 4-on-4.
That's a much-needed trade. That was a great opening duel to be won out by C's that gets traded back really quickly. Heaven Smoke coming in. They're just going to split B.
The Heaven Smoke missed, though. It's gone back towards Water, and I think Norway's at the edge of it. He's going to try and isolate this. Flashbang turned away from. They look up towards Heaven. All their attention is going to get drawn to there, not towards Water. Winter takes his fight. Norway can win it. Iceman finds his trade. Guardian still looking out in the open. Shots coming out towards him from the back of the monster angle. Meanwhile, Dilladez strikes on short. Gets Duke Fisher to drop. 3-on-2 now from us. Could find an AK, could be better firepower pickup. Guardian's watching for Iceman, hoping he over-aggresses. The AK still wins that fight on the adjustment. We go back to evens again as Smiley turns the advantage. Clax gets it to a 1v1. Diffuse get on him. Great flash for Iceman. Clax with a swing. Has no idea where he is. It's triple up for Iceman and a clutch for Unique.
Great round coming through from Iceman. The way that he's repositioning on the site, taking that fight, great adjustment onto Guardian that swings out. And yeah, Util's been slightly poor for Unique. They still make it work relatively nice. Even though Heaven Smoke is completely open, there's not really any damage being done from that Heaven position because Singularity just start rotating players into the site itself or out to Graffiti. And now finally that reset comes forward. Eco, harsh Eco at that for Singularity. Really not many upgrades coming in.
AK in on Smiley, ready to receive players on the eco basis here. The connector stack could be easily just decimated here by the T-side line. He's got Crossfire as well with his teammates. The flashes do their damage, and they do find the kills, actually. 3-on-3, and if they get these two AKs back out of this round, everything Dilladez is going to make his way up, though. Ooh, this is dangerous. He doesn't see anything, though. He falls back.
Just try to see if they can bait in somehow the Sandbags player. Dilladez has got to try and get an AK over to a teammate. That's going to be difficult, though.
Yeah, they're both back on the B site. Looking on from short. Way to swing back for Norway. Sees takes face out towards Heaven. Sees Iceman. Norway gets smoked off as well. One player at short pipe going to siphon them off that bomb. Got to cross back here, and they do see that USP. Sees has got to be playing carefully in this one. If he goes down, Norway's best bet is to go back into Connector, grab that AK, save it into the next round, but Iceman takes both players down as they commit towards the site itself, commit towards defending the round, and ultimately come up short.
No, Iceman's putting on a nice display here on T's side. A couple of multi-frag rounds from him in a row. They boost the AK up. They try and see if they can peek together. And he's ready for the play. Reads it well. Even transfers up to the Heaven player. And Singularity, for a moment in that round, with the flash that pops really well into Connector, you think to yourself, oh, this doesn't look that great for a USP round. It's handled well, though.
The reinvestment in for Singularity now. The eco basis over and done with. Guns back out. Nice smoke initiate towards the top end of the monster to allow the monster control. The CTs won't be allowed to take decent face in. Clax takes a ton of damage. The blind fire. Iceman evades a little bit of damage. Duke Fisher takes a bit more of it. Molotov's in as Norway sees the execution basis here. Tries to incendiary that short. Stop them, get them to cancel it. The short players will be suppressed, but the monster players want to make their way in. You've got Winter leading that charge straight up and out. Sorrow, look down towards Water, seeing nothing of the CT forces. Norway should take a HE to the face as Seized drops first player towards Cubby, is adjusted towards Clax, gets away with one kill. That's all they've got on the CT side.
Guardian's going to have to think about going for a wallbang attempt. Dilladez only getting one, and now it's just down to the 1v3 clutch. Might think about trying to save onto that orb. Just great entries coming through. Sorry with a couple of kills. And for Singularity, they had a lot of players on that B site, and the crossfire just wasn't quite there, got ripped apart. Jeez, they're taking a while to get this bomb down as well.
I think Guardian might be watching from an awkward angle, and he's making his way back up to Heaven. I think that bomb is open for it. So he could find vision if he extends now, but he's gone back towards CT, so he's going to save the AWP. The call has been made. And I will say, in the early games, Guardian's been a little bit underwhelming. One frag so far in this map up. It was a similar set of numbers back in the early start of Dust 2 as well. Didn't affect Singularity too much because they had other players that were really leading the charge when it came to their T-side line. Guardian's got no choice but to save that AWP here. At least it has some impact. It can have some impact. To throw it away in this round will be useless, and Unique will have 5 regardless.
Yeah, you're all right about the slow starts coming in from Guardian. That's something that's going to have to change and try and get that AWP set up slightly more. fifth round coming in for Unique, and for them, they're showing some good signs on the T side, knowing that statistically, their T side is normally quite disappointing. It's their CT side in a lot of their matchups on Overpass where they can really show the goods. So even for them, if they can stretch it to, I even want to say 7+ rounds, they will put themselves in a grand position going into that second half, and I can even expect it will go further than 7, just the way that this first half is going.
Three rounds of difference here. Singularity on a back foot and Unique. We're going to extend that lead even further. Another half by Deagle. CZ's invested into this round. It's that AWP of Guardian and hoping that someone can make a mistake to allow these pistols to dish out the damage as appropriate. Guardian setting towards long, does find that first kill on Duke Fisher as the heavy amount of contact presence in connector. Unique will give away a little bit of info. Dilladez finds Sorrow out towards T-Con, however, and that's going to be a 5v3 for Singularity.
The bottom position, just the bait up to catch the information. This is looking fantastic for Singularity, and for Unique, they have to push through the smoke.
He did, yeah, close for Norway. Here's the footsteps. Can't win the fight against Winter. Got close. Deagle collecting the body shot. Guardian takes his AWP towards contact. Takes Smiley as Winter falls towards Clax the same. One man left in Iceman, and it looks like Singularity are going to take a steal here. Showing they still got potential. They might be pushed on a significant back foot, but this is one hell of a round for them.
Oh, what a round to come in for Singularity. And the AWP found its good moments. That aggressive play out from long, giving them the 5-on-4. The adjustment for the Deagle to clutch off the T-Con player, set themselves up for a 5-on-3. Great timing on the re-smoke down to Monster. And then Clax, he's not really swinging, is he? He's just jiggle peeking left and right side of Pillar and finding some unbelievable shots with that Deagle. What an explosive round for Singularity.
Yeah, brilliant stuff again. AWP and Deagle to start things off. Deagle and AK to close it. Look at Smiley with his own AWP trying to get straight up into that short presence and try and catch off a player with the CT side, but he misses his shot, and the damage being done by that Molotov allows an easy kill for Norway. Clax looking in for a bit more. Can't quite catch. Iceman mistakes were made for Singularity. Didn't need to aggress that far, and it goes back to evens on the man advantage.
And normally you see the re-smoke down to the incendiary. They're just going to pop through the smoke and go. Flash coming in way too late. Winter gets the trade, but he's not like he's not tagged up. 22 points of health now.
Yeah, I don't know how Norway did that much damage. His crosshair was so low, he was blinded for about 2 seconds. Winter had a pretty decent window to get a simple kill in, but I don't know how that's not worked for him. Maintains the bomb control, maintains the 3v3. A lurk out from Duke Fisher could flank in. He has got Dilladez to deal with. Could get caught looking the wrong way here. No, he looks back towards the man, adjusted a headshot, and now the bomb can go back to the A site.
They can fake it, honestly. They can start drawing the CTs, forcing an aggressive.
Oh, no.
He's so done. Yeah, knife out, sound cues coming in, crossfire too. You're a goner.
Overzealous from C's, and a bit uncharacteristic here, because you expect him to be like a veteran who would read a play like that.
I mean, that's a difficult read, to be honest. Like, you've got Sorrow that's so close up to, or Duke Fisher that's so close up to that A site, gets the pick, and there's no more defenders on A. You just think to yourself, well, Unique have completely cleared out A site. They're going to bring the bomb over. Instead, they're just still there in short water.
Guardian's got no need to make reads here in the post plant. Got to hold on to the AWP again. Another 1v3 that it just feels useless to throw the AWP away for. Maybe if Winter, Sorrow, and Duke Fisher were low, but only Winter is low. He's 6 up for the T side of Team Unique, and their map pick is going significantly better than what it was over on the first one. At least they can have that much to give a thumbs up to.
And for any of the viewers that were watching quite a lot of the matches in the EU closed qual, the play styles are very different. We're seeing so much more passiveness coming through from the T sides, and just a lot more individual, isn't it? We're seeing just walk setups, individual stuff. I mean, that flick up to the truck angle, that is not an easy shot to hit at all.
Tactical pause for Singularity now, because they have started to fall behind quite significantly now. Again, the save. Again, a rebuy can be afforded thanks to the save weapons that they had from the couple rounds previous in the eco, the half buy. If they lose that one, they're going to be losing the half as well. M4's in. That AWP still in for Guardian, of course. Dropping a weapon, allowing another player to get an M4 out. C should also buy into the M4 himself. Limited utility as Dilladez will not have anything. Couple of sets here seized. Should also be able to buy into the full set of utility. And knife to the back of Klax as well. That's just another bad sign for Singularity.
I don't want to be saying any of that at all, knowing that Klax is the B defender and occasionally being able to take those peeks in from Monster if he just gets naded or even a molly out to the barrels position, they're just going to tag him up even further. Singularity trying to hope to try and see if they can find something with that AWP. Guardian, I guess with him playing so passive on the A side, it's not really helping the ideal as well, because for Unique, it's been so much B pressure for the majority of this half.
Sprays attempting wall bangs for Unique, but Duke Fisher is the man that takes the damage out towards that mid control, that long presence. Much more slower style for Team Unique. Mr. Monster Smoke as well. Not sure what happened there. I think it might have just been a missed lineup there from Singularity.
Yeah, it seemed that Seized had thrown it off in the boost position and was just slightly off with the timing on the positioning of where it was thrown from. Another resmoke goes in, that one's going to land, and it's actually going to start driving Unique away.
Singularity saw nothing out there either, so they might believe that this is going to have to be a definitive A here. Got 3 players there to defend total. Sorry if he makes any noise up here, which I think he just made some footstep noises. Oh no, Dilladez didn't hear it. Takes face out towards Connector, and Sora can isolate that pick, get the advantage for Unique now.
Guardian's got a multi-frag. Got to be able to try and slow them down because they're rushing. There's not a lot of time for Unique to work with.
Gone very passive, can't look back into the mid-control. Flashbang to aid him here as the CTs get on the rotation. Seized will drop 5v3. Further smoke back in towards Bank. Bomb plant can be attempted, and Guardian's not going to go for the wall bang, so they're going to go back and save for another round. Singularity overwhelmed by Unique, making massive mistakes on aggression, and that'll give 7 for the T side.
They're just sleeping a fair bit here on City side. Dilladez just running out. There was not even a sound cue out to Connector or out to the B site itself. Just maybe thinking with the time as low as it is, now that they haven't taken Fountain or Party control, there's no way that it is going to be an A lean. They had a misread in that situation. He just gets caught off running. That's a simple kill for the T side. C's can't find anything with the defensive up on A, and Guardian gets smoked off, has to fall back. No more picks are being found, so the safe call comes through. 7 on the board for Unique. I'm liking this T side.
Yeah, they look great. Look really great. Bit unexpected as well when you consider that the CT half is technically their better half. Here we stand with a major advantage of SNG and a major opportunity now to turn it into a simple win. They can make it a confident scoreline here in the first half, then that probably leads to a third map. As you mentioned before, Singularity just look a little bit flat here in a second. The Eagles out for round 11 on Dilladez, CZ with us on Seized. Those 3 rifles, of course, saved in for Singularity, will enable to buy back in the next round. But what can they do for this round?
They've got the con stack at least. It all just comes down to information being gathered. Clack getting boosted up slightly late. They're trying to keep their heads stuck down. That's the bomb being dropped. A lot of damage done. Oh, and Dilladez is thinking about a peek too.
He doesn't want to overextend though. Last time that cost him. Doesn't want to cost him a man advantage. In this one, Duke Fisher lines up a triple, makes it look easy, and Dilladez has no chance of that one. Maybe if he did go for the aggressive face, that could have worked. But opting for the cautious style, and Singularity will fall apart for it. 1v4 for Guardian.
Well, they try a stack heavy play, and for the most part, it works out to the start. They think to themselves, okay, if we want any chance of doing some further damage, let's just all work together in con, and Duke Fisher just destroys them, basically. Iceman being able to catch off that Deagle, just lurking in the bathrooms itself. Guardian holding onto the AWP. Now for Unique, they can still hunt him, honestly. He's really far away. Yeah, he's out to T-Con. There's so much money that they can afford to go for this kind of risk.
Bomb has been planted.
Get rid of that AWP could prove to be very important for Team Unique. Winter's so close to finding him now. He's going to look the wrong way, so I don't think he'll get towards him. Maybe if Smiley turns right, but no, he's going to go back towards mid, so it looks like Guardian should stay alive.
They just keep getting baited. For a moment, you think they're coming back, and then nah, not at all. Should hold on to his weapon. And just seeing some low numbers across the board. Nori, who was, what, 15-3, 15-4 on Dust 2 at one point, had a sensational start He's 4 and 7. Seized only on 2. Guardian on 3. Just not quite finding the same level of impact.
Only one player positive here for the Singularity camp. Another tactical pause for them to try and figure out where to go with it. Where can they gain back control of this matchup? Is there any tactics that they can employ that will maybe boost their kills or otherwise just outplay Unique to try and stop the T-side from getting control of this? Because 12-3 is a very possible half here. That's how flat Singularity really have looked.
And for Singularity, it's very important for them to get into the RMR, not just for the point of being able to try and get those extra points, just to try and get themselves up the ESL World Rankings. They're currently 95th with only 2 points, where for Unique, they're in the top 60, and because of that, they got an immediate invite straight to the closed qualifier with their rankings, whereas for Singularity, they had to grind out the open quals, and for a team of the caliber of players you've got, you don't really want to be doing open quals every time.
It's just a notion that Guardian and CIS are playing the open qualifier to try and qualify for the major. Like, think back about 3 or 4 years ago. That's a little bit, like, mind-boggling. Obviously, times have changed, but, you know, like, in terms of the pride of these two players, given where they've come from, given the careers that they've had, it's not something that they want to be seeing themselves.
And it's not even how it used to be, where you just get a straight qualifier. This is the qualifier for the qualifier, so it's even further down the whole rope chain.
Qualifier within a qualifier. We call that qualifierception in the industry. Can we rename all closed qualifiers to qualifierception now? That's what I want to do. That's it. That's my life goal now for the rest of my career in Counter-Strike. Well, Singularity backing around the default defensive. Unique have once again played the slow style. They could give up the kill for it, though. Duke Fisher's thinking of a dry solo face away. Guardian. Okay, he's not missed the window, so Duke Fisher doesn't take that face, but now Diladez is going to see them come up with a kill. Not quite the second.
And that's a whole bait play, trying to see if they can draw the attention forward for the M4, and Sorrow is so aggressive up to the side. Guardian might not be ready for the walk-up. He is preempting the angle, and the aim, they might be able to catch him off guard. And AWP misses the shot, and even Seas falls to Iceman. What a take of the A side for Unique.
Yeah, good play from Iceman to bail out Sorrow, because he could have been traded right there, and now the lurk play from Winter will look for the exit frags against the CT side, remove all guns from play. Singularity swamped out by Unique in this one, Norway in a 1v4. The bomb will go down, and there's nothing left for the CTs in this round.
Ooh, Unique are really showing some good class on this T side. Just the way that they're playing together, the cohesion. You're right, in that sort of situation, Sorrow was a dead man. He was an absolute goner, and his teammate was there, Iceman, in the right position, just to be able to deal with C's. And even for Guardian, just that miss shot, as soon as you miss a shot on A with the AWP, you're just going to get swung so damn quickly.
And 6 rounds in the lead for Unique here. Singularity are in a
Terrorists win.
really dire spot. And it's funny as well how confident we were just saying, yeah, it's possible that they could find themselves at a 16-7 and dominate their way through this map up on the Singularity side because they look so great on Dust 2. Because they have looked great on Overpass in the past. Feels like all that knowledge, all those data points just kind of seem a little bit irrelevant at this stage. Unique sticking it to the favourites in this series and now taking a tactical pause just to rub it in for good measure.
Yeah, no coach for them at the moment. I think Leo, who was the last coach of Unique, has now moved into more of a management role since moving over from X100 Ping Gods over to the Unique side. Maybe that's something they're looking for, I guess, as well, with a lot of the Kyrgyzstanian teams. And there isn't many, right? You have a look at Russia and the list just continues going down and down. You've got K23, who's already going to be into the main event. Outside of them, and now Unique, who else is there? You got the odd Kyrgyzstanian player here or there in some of the lower end teams. It's just don't seem to be about anymore.
Whether or not this particular squad will be able to do some damage in the long term is yet to be seen. Right now, they're having a wonderful time on T-side. The gun's back out for Singularity, of course. The AWP in for Guardian. Still going to have to face 2 bites from Unique in the next couple of rounds because they've got so much cash here into round 13. 10k on 3 players post-buy. Like, it just looks so wonderful. Set themselves in towards that monster default. 2 players in a crossfire, and Clax and Norway. Smoke suppression involved. Third player is also in the back of the site. This probably could be a very fast hit.
There's just no incendiaries, there's no HEs, there's only really flashes for this T side to work with. They are trying to play anti-flash. Unique are just going to either walk out or just complete execute from Monster.
Smoke back on. They've seen one player. Flashbang catching Clax blind. Sorrow will get both the kills on him, and Norway seized back up towards the back of the bridge area. Sorrow takes his face up, gets a triple, and it just looks so easy. So easy for Unique. Singularity just knocked out with a sledgehammer. And it's 10 to the board of the T's.
Well, Singularity had a good setup. They had a pop flash that landed right into Monster as soon as they caught in contact, and then someone swung with it. They swing with, hope to catch off the Monster players, and Sorrow just cracks them. Just gets a couple of kills straight away that they peek from the Monster wall. Even that third player is seized that's looking to the right side of bridge rather than the left side on the wrap. Another great sequence in terms of entry frags, something that Unique have done a very good job at. Even Hun's coming out to bank. More CTs could fall.
And more kills back in for Guardian and Dilades. So exit frags are available for them at least. This will still be 10 to the board of Unique, and Singularity running out of rounds, running out of chances to do damage here in this first half. Might have to rely entirely on their T side, which to their credit has had more statistical success, but not that much above the CT forces. And my concerns have less to do with statistics and more to do with just general performance. Like, how have these guys gone from looking so good in first map to just not in the second?
Just getting outclassed, really. It's not exactly like Singularity have been playing all that poorly. It's just that Unique have just been catching them off so many times, been getting man advantages almost every single round. Now seeing the approach of Singularity to get aggressive short water control, Guardian peeking into Connector. Even with this, though, they're catching off no information. They don't know about Sorrow.
Sorrow finds his kill. Kicks things off on the right foot. Unique taking some damage against that player, and Norley's going to try to re-aggress towards him, but Sorrow just wins it. 15 points of HP. Should have been dead right there. Dilades can at least get one kill back on Duke Fisher on long. Now look back into the bathroom to look for Iceman to a 3 versus 3. Okay, Singularity, finally. Something going right for them here.
Oh, we're seeing a walkout from Monster from Winter, and he's going to be able to give the information so quickly, it is completely clear. And Guardian can keep eyes on this short pipe position in from Connector itself. It all comes down to the rotators, though. Do they expect that B is already open?
Shot in from Winter gets Guardian a drop, however, so definitively will open up that site. Clax close to the SMG, needs Dilades to get here and support him with the AK in his hands. Boost up, jump face. They're probably hearing those footsteps, so Winter's ready for them to face, or at least one individual to face. Smoke on to cover off that water position with a flashbang onto the site. CT players dive down. Do they hear Winter? I think they might have just done. Winter still gets his kill. Trade from Dilades is available. Needs to get those other 2 individuals as well. Smiley. Back's turn. Kill found. And Unique, oh, despite the troubles they had in this round, will still find a round itself and still have plenty of money to buy back into the next one. So, round 15. It's not looking good for Singularity here.
No, not at all. Really looks like we're going to be going to map 3, which I just don't even know where we start with that one. One map on record for the entire core 5 of Unique. Singularity, the core 3 of Seized, Clax, and Nori, never played Vertigo in their lives on HLTV. So, yeah, both teams were thinking that each other were going to ban it out, and it never happened. And now it looks like we really might be going there. 11-3, Seized making an aggressive play. Footsteps out from Park is being heard.
Leans in towards that long control. AK scene. Spraying through for Dilades. Kill on Duke Fisher. Opens up the round. Seized. Back turn. And has not even being bailed out by the player out towards long. Iceman can get 2 kills. Smiley bails him out by finding Guardian. And how quickly the start for Singularity is just decimated with confidence from Unique. 2v4. I'm already calling this round here. It's 12-3 at the half.
Oh, yeah, for sure it is. That was just some crispy stuff coming through from Iceman, even being backed up by Smiley as Guardian peeks aggressively. Clax might be the next point of call unless they can send the bomb and fake back in towards that connector position. Gonna get wrapped in on the A site. Might be able to deal with one. He's already been spotted. Oh, that's a good tap.
Gotta do so much more, however, and he's gonna do just that! 1 HP for him, he can't afford to make his burn happen. Sorrow now on site as Clax just bailed out Singularity here. 1-on-2, AWP in his hands. He knows he's got to hit this next shot directly, so why not do it with a big green gun? Facing in Sorrow. Is he been spotted? Yes, he has. Clack still falls. Did not see where Norway is, but still Sorrow wins the fight. And the best of Deagle plays. It's not enough. It's 12-3 up for Unique as we go to the second half after the break.
Stones in a helpful hand, broken bones in a bloodstained flag. Open road and nomadic plans. I'm coming to get ya. I'm coming to get ya. I'ma bring it in a firefight. I'm coming to get ya. I'm coming to get ya. I'm the reaper in the dead of night. Lightning strikes in a quiet town. Bodies fall upon sacred ground. Burn that flag and a king is crowned. Coming to get ya. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming to get ya. I'm coming to get ya. I'ma bring it in a firefight. I'm coming to get ya. I'm coming to get ya. I'm the reaper in the dead of night. Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Well, what was a hell of a map up and a hell of a start for Singularity has turned into disaster in the second. 12-3 on Overpass. Unique are set and ready just to gain this one and take us to a third effectively, Dweg. 9 rounds of the comeback for the T side. Like, what do they have to do to try bring this in?
You'd have to imagine it has to start with the pistol, and being able to deal with Smiley might be a difficult ask. Clack's being picked off, Jim Fisher are going very aggressive out for the short pipe, and there's just no one there to trade. So many individual duels being given up by the T side, no one swinging together.
Another swing back for Iceman. Wins another good fight against Guardians. Seized in the 1 versus 5. This is just decimation. Oh my god. Not looking good for Team Singularity. I don't know what to say anymore. 13-3, pistol taken on the CT side. And again, I feel like it's time to write this one off here. Like, I feel like Vertigo's calling.
Yeah, it definitely is. And for Unique, it really does show that when they're having a good game and when they feel comfortable individually, they're up there with the best that they've got in CIS. These guys are unbelievably talented individually, and Sorrow and Iceman, they've just been walking over them in this map.
Yeah, these guys are the guys to look out for. These are the guys that you want to give 2 thumbs up to for Team Unique. 17 kills apiece. Like, not even their teammates are breaking double digits, and they're just out here just finding every single player they can find. Duke Fisher providing support for Iceman to get C's to fall. Only man getting close on the T-side line, by the way, is Dilladez on 14 kills, so he deserves at least a consolation prize for his efforts. Prize might not mean map and series win for Singularity. 13-3, and Unique trying to make it 14. Now, opening frag has already started things off.
Smiley peeking out for the long contact. Doesn't quite find that full connection onto the Deagle. Singularity thinking of just being able to fake some sort of B presence from Clax just from the short water position itself. Resmoke out from water, and for Guardian, he's just hoping for a jump spot on the side.
One's going to give it up, though. Clax already holding the short control. Singularity will start their press into the B site. Unique. Ready to receive. 40 seconds to the clock.
Very slow, very passive. Flash comes into Monster, and they've already got the information.
Bit more coming out for Winter. He does damage towards Norway. Dilladez and Norway can get those kills together, though. 3-on-3 of the trades. The Eagle not quite as great against the next player as Dilladez gets tagged up from Arsene. Guardian tagged low. He does get a naked onto Iceman, so there's that. But 3-on-2 with all players being 24 HP or less. Duke Fisher has fallen pretty low here. From Arsene involved here for Smiley. Gets 1 kill USP out against the next couple of players. Knows that they're low. Must know that you can get this retake in regardless. The kit might be a concern. He wraps all the way in, sees Guardian, but Guardian lands his frag, and Singularity finally find a T round.
Well done from Singularity, and even for them, their advanced season, they've beaten Tranquillium, which is another CIS team, 16-8. They beat Aura a few days ago, which was the team that smashed Saw 16-2 on Overpass, that managed to go all the way up into the EU RMR. So they've beaten some very good teams on Overpass recently in some one-sided affairs. This is the first time, I want to say in a long time, that Singularity have just been so slow to start.
Yeah, they have just been decimated here. Still Unique. Set back to the Deagles here on the force buy. Can they steal a round away from Singularity? Norway ready with the AK. Looking up. Looks towards water. Finds Sorrow. Iceman there with a trade. 1 kill found. 2 kills found. Not quite the third. Siege trades back to a 3-on-3 instead. And does get a bomb down.
Still very winnable for Unique. Now, without the kit in play, they do need to get a slight move on. Wait for the smoke to dissipate out from connector and peek forward of it.
Clax just watching down range here in the short position, expecting CT players to peek. Duke Fisher, seen and sprayed. AK to the head. Smiley gets found all the same. And Winter in the 1v3 now. Clax could try and make it a triple. He does steal it in away from a Guardian in the end. So a 5th round of the board of Singularity, dealing with the Fatigue Force by effectively. And disallowing Unique to go further than that pistol round here on the CT side. Maybe this T side was a bit underestimated from us. It is still early doors, though. We're yet to see that first full gun round from Unique.
Yeah, I'm going to wait for that one. Once we get those rifle v rifles in, once we sort of get the AWPs out, I know for Smiley, he's going to really want that AWP. Money is going to be very, very limited for him to do so into the next. Might just have to come down to waiting another few rounds for that. Singularity, just hope that they don't lose kind of any players in a round like this.
AK in, spray over, finds Sorrow, taps forward, sees Dilladez will be able to provide some support here with the kills raining in across the entire T-side board. All 5 alive, simple stuff with the stack decimated. And now Unique have the guns.
7 to go. Doesn't feel impossible. This is going to be the big challenge. And there we go. AWP does come out for Smiley. Exactly $4,750 for him to work with. So he's not going to have any extra. Will be glass cannon. I wonder if he goes aggressive or passive. Because really on Overpass, if you go aggressive with no Kevlar, the chance of you losing that first fight and just getting aim punched is very, very likely.
Guns out across the board, Unique. Glass cannon on Smiley still could be a limiting factor for Marcin. For Winter will be another one. He's going to jump face as well. Doesn't give up the headshot. They're still going to try and look for the sprays through the walls. Duke Fisher catches them not looking into connector, gets his kills. Sees follow suit onto Iceman at least. So that's 1 good headshot that can return to a 4 versus 4. There's still mistakes are being made by Singularity as they continue to try to face through this gap.
coming through onto Seized. He's got to be careful. Needs to really hide. Get out of there alive. Sora's going to aggress forward. Nori, does he expect the play to come through? He does. He still loses the fight. Sora's going for more. What's he thinking?
He's thinking he wants to die. C is going to give that wish up to him. 3-on-3. Singularity. He's smoking out the Condor, looking up towards the short position. Guardian with the Galil in hand, going to try and play a little bit aggressive, but got to be careful around this because it is a Galil versus the AWP of Smiley. That's first thing, looking into that short position. Winter's watching Monster, and Singularity also clearing out Connector here. They might force a rotation.
Jeez, that was so unnecessary for Soro to make a play like that. They did it on Dust too. There's no surprises in terms of that's how they like to play. Very gutsy, and in that situation now you can start pulling the fake. Singularity gonna fake the B side, potentially bring that bomb up to Connector, and even Smiley's gonna rotate to help out B.
Flash is over, one man back at the long position. Does Duke Fisher hear these footsteps? Can he catch Guardian off? I think the CTs are aware of this, and Guardian can adjust to get that kill. Clear out the site, get the bomb down.
I think they'll go for this. Rather than just go for the save instantly, Guardian's doing a lot of damage. Unique is still going to try and see if they can get something together. Now that wallbang comes in, that definitely calls in the save.
Yeah, had the bomb gone down earlier, then it would have been a safe call. Had the kill come in earlier, that would have been a safe call. Now that it has come in, Winter's got no choice. He's looking for the exit frags. A retake's off for him. No kit, no util. And an AWP on a retake is not ideal for them. Singularity at last. Finding some confidence here. Winning out that first gun round. Forces Unique back. 13-7 for now. Should be 13-8. At least on paper. And those 5 rounds are not impossible to bring back here. The issue, of course, is the fact that Unique are still so close to the end point of this map up, and actually Winter goes up with the bomb, so there's not even going to be a safe weapon into the next.
Yeah, I guess that bomb was sort of quite open, and not quite the level of communication to sort of say needs to press out ever so slightly further, otherwise he will go down. So, doesn't get over to Graffiti. Doesn't hold on to that AWP. Singularity will be very happy about that, because even though there wouldn't have been a buy really on the table for round 21, it's still a damage dealer.
A half-bought Deagle's in for the next to the CT side. Smiley saving for the AWP for definitive in the next one. Should enable that loss bonus to stack up to almost max. AK's in for Deladez and Seized at the corner. Duke Fisher get away with one pick back. Deladez there for a quick trade. Knows that their second man around the corner gets Smiley to drop. And yeah, pistols will go falling. Winter and Sorrow still looking for some Deagle play. Still looking for similar stuff to what Clax delivered over in the end of the last half. 4 players to find. It's not impossible. They've got to isolate each individual though.
Very clever for the T side that as soon as they realise what the kind of stack is out from long, don't just dry face it. Yeah, you're up against pistols. You could probably overwhelm quite easily. Don't even take that risk. Flash over the top. Give yourself that advantage. Winter struggling to get much done with the Deagle. Opportunity for Clax to fall. Doesn't quite happen. Singularity now with an open A site. And Sorrow thinking about what Winter did and just looking to do damage.
Let's get that bomb down. Guardian to drop the AWP up towards mid just in case. Going back to the big green here. AK picked up by Sorrow. If he can get away with this alive, that would be even fantastic. He does drop the AWP. Does get recovered by Deladez to maintain those 3 kills. And damage has been done to Singularity, but he's still got a lot of cash to fall back on, so it won't make massive amount of short-term impact. Unique. And sun's out, guns out. Rifles in for round 22.
I wonder at some point if they decide to go double AWPs. We know the Iceman was doing a pretty decent job of it on the city side of Dust 2. Doesn't quite have that same level of success on Overpass, but I guess nor does the scoreline. They've struggled here in their CT bases to get consistency. Singularity going quite quick into this early path control, and for Unique, they're going to put the AWP in connector with a teammate.
Thinking it might be a con play, and it's all right to put the AWP if they want to look down underpass, but they're being a lot more passive about this. I think they recognise that Singularity could have taken up that underpass area already. Might have heard the footsteps coming into the mid position in the fountain angle. That's where the real default comes in. The crossfire does start to look upstairs. You can see Duke Fisher's M4 is eyes set towards top of con. But no one's going to give contact here for SMG.
They're going to rotate Sora up to the A site just to keep eyes on long. Because right now, they are not getting really any information other than a couple of flash pops that they're hearing. You gotta wonder as well, even if they put a molly into connector, do the CTs just run away, or do they just force forward? We might not even see a molly.
There's none out on Klax or Norway, so they've got to rely on the players coming in from long to rotate and put some mollies out there. Klax are going to play backstab duty as the util comes in towards the A site. Hit. Klax ready for Duke Fisher. Looks to wait the wrong timing. Norway gets caught. Klax can trade it. Can he deal with the AWPer? Might not be aware of Smiley's angle as he faces back. The shot will connect and it will be a 4v3. The bomb site will be taken, but a retake favours Unique.
Taking a while for this bomb to go down. They've got to have some cover, and the WP misses the shot. The bomb does not get denied. Guardian gets the pick back.
Looks in for a bit more. Seas gets traded. Diladez will find Iceman 2v2. They're both low. Guardian especially on 15 points of HP. There's no smoke. There is a kit. Guardian faces. Gets dealt with by Winter. Now the AK of Diladez takes face and Sorrow catches his shoulder to win the 14th for Unique.
That's so unfortunate with the timing for Singularity. They've got that crossfire being set, and Klax keeps his eyes on Top Con for what, 15 seconds maybe in the round? And as soon as he looks away, that's when the CTs push forward. Just get timinged on that. Yeah, you get the trade in. It doesn't quite work out that same sort of way. And because of that, it does take a little while longer for that bomb to go down. It doesn't go down instantly. And it means that rotators up from garbage and from the bank position just get there so much quicker than what they would have done if they would have dealt with those comp players earlier.
Staying as far away from it as possible, and ultimately that cost them. Still could have been recoverable had they maintained the 4v4 situation though, so there's still moments and positions in which Singularity can look at that, you know, around plant, post-plant position, that post-plant part of the round, and thought maybe we could have done things a little bit differently, maybe that could have worked out better for us. Not working out better for them here in the underpass. Control sprays through damage her. Duke Fisher can get Norway, Seas can trade it, it's 4v4.
Again, that's a dry peek into Con. Works the first time, just double dipping. No util to back up whatsoever, and that's a simple trade to come in for Seized. Already seeing the chip damage coming through to Winter and Iceman. The bomb is being left in T-spawn, so being able to run out that default, one of these T-side players is going to have to go back and get it.
Guardians Orps watching, Smiley same. Finds Diladez. Clearing out that mid control for now. Incendiary is on long as the man advantage tips the favour of Unique, and Singularity are completely spread out, siphoned off from each other. They'll try put that bomb into Monster and try go for the B hit, but look at the response from Unique. Two players start pushing ahead of that smoke. They're ready to deal with Klax. If they can crossfire this, then they can catch that bomb carrier, but he goes his way in towards short, evades them completely.
They might think that it's going to be an A play. Do they get any information out from the short pipe? Oh, they're going to catch him, surely.
Guardian has no idea. Iceman just waits. He waits with his teammate Sorrow going down, but the backstab's perfect. Smiley catches with the AWPer as well. On short, Seized will drop, and patience is a virtue as Unique will prove. 1 on 3. Klax stands alone as the CTs look to make their way up to map point. Klax, the denial entry point, the bomb in the open. He's got cross past the AWP's crosshair. Can't even isolate that pick. Smiley with a triple. Unique on map point.
Excellent trigger discipline in that situation, and the viewers might look at it and go, oh, he only got 1 kill. Why didn't he just do it earlier? Well, yeah, he didn't need to, though. It was the information being gained. That whole idea that no one can look back at that short position at all, allow himself to come in, and then once they do, that's when they combine. In from heaven, out from graffiti. They've got everyone in the right positions. And for Singularity, we saw some signs of a comeback in the early stages of their T side, though. Jay, 2 rounds in a row, it's Unique up to 15.
7 map points for them. Singularity recognizing a map 3 might be calling, going for the fast play out. The Hail Mary full of grace into the B site. Sorrow caught off. Smiley gets his kill. Winter and Smiley will drop. Iceman with a trader with 3 versus 3, and Sorrow still stabbed back here. It was toxic. Sees 2 individuals. Guardian gets his pick back. You know, there's a player also out towards Ramp and Water. 3 on 2. Duke Fisher's going to burn back in the back lines. And Iceman looks for his opportunity. The bomb yet to get planted. 1 minute and 20 for Singularity to do so. Got all the time in the world to isolate the kill, and Iceman and try look for Duke Fisher here. 1v3, 28 HP, dealt with by Guardian, and Singularity will maintain their lives for just a little bit longer.
Well, that was a change of pace we haven't seen this entire map. Just a quick rush, go fast in, flashed over the top, decent entries come through, and just good information gathering. Unique give away so many sound cues of where they're playing out from that site itself, in from pit. And just getting overwhelmed. Money looking atrocious. Has to be light eco.
See where they go with this one here in the next round. 6 to the difference. Of course, Unique still sitting on map point. Waiting the SMG sat back here for Duke Fisher. Norway spotted and sprayed. Nice kill. Taps to the P250 of Smiley getting Dilladez next up. Sees getting caught off. Oh no. Oh no, Unique. Oh no, Unique. It's going to be a half-by win. Singularity of all rounds to concede the map. It had to be this one. Of course it had to be. What more do you say, Blake? What more do you say?
Well, we've seen Guardian in these kind of positions before. He has thrown away the orbs. There's something different this time around. Yeah, that sucks. That really does. Aggress out from short water is just so much damage. They're all tagged up relatively heavy, so in theory, it's possible. That's in theory, though.
Bombs in the CD side control. Guardian's got a hell of a clutch ahead of him here. I think he realizes that despite the pistol, despite the damage. Checks all corners. One mischecked angle could be everything. Leaning out towards short, and there it is. Crossfire lock for 16-9. We go towards map 3. Dwagan, I wish it wasn't that